Welcome back to College Football 26 Gophers Dynasty, our 10th episode of this series. I'm super excited for this one. I might feel differently in like 20 minutes because of our opponent that we're starting off with this week. But I'm excited. It's an opportunity for us. We get UCLA at home to open up Big Ten conference season, and they are the number 6 team in the nation as it currently stands. We have an opportunity to do something huge. We can move to 3-0. We could open the conference play on our right foot by winning. And not only that, we can knock off one of our top opponents this season. We've taken care of business the first 2 games. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think we're scaring anybody the way our offense currently stands. It's not been explosive. Gerard Batts has been serviceable, but the numbers aren't fantastic, the completion percentage especially. But he is taking care of the football, and we're getting it done. But the same thing happened last season. We got off to a good start. We won our non-conference games, and then when we got to conference play, things went mostly south. All right, if we're going to pull off an upset, we need to look good doing it. Now, I don't want to seem like a clown later if we end up tucking our tails and getting rolled, but I'm going to assume we're going to have a shot in this one. Ooh. We haven't worn the white ones before. Ooh. Oh, it's a clean uniform. Love the running Goldie logo. It's an underrated and underutilized logo for them. Love it. It's a good look. That's one of our better looks. Oh, UCLA's going gold helmet. I don't know about that. That's all they have for helmets? Okay. I thought they had more options. I didn't realize that. Play the moments. Let's go. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But our team is better than I was worried about. With as many players as we lost, I think we're still decent. But we have to play complete games. And that, like last season, we couldn't score against tough teams. Our defense was okay for the most part, but we couldn't score points. That has to change, though. That has to change. It starts today. But we'll start on defense. It's a 3rd and 5. Can we set the tempo early with the stop? Oh my, hello? What was this? Brian? Dude. What? Hey! What the hell are you looking at? Dude, his head actually turns to the right as the ball sails over his left ear. Come on now. Okay, shake it off. Let's go. Shake it off. New life here. Oh God. There's a good tackle right in front of Coach Cross. All right. That was more like it. Here we go. Lock in. 2nd and 7. We're going to go. Oh. Nice. The other Brian on defense, he's alert. He's ready. He's awake. All right, 3rd and 5. We're going man. It just scares me to death. Gotta get pressure on the quarterback. We gotta make a play. Howard. We almost got there. We were so close. All right. New set of downs for UCLA. Another RPO. Oh, the angles. Man, they take terrible angles in this game. They really do. Terrible angles defensively. It drives me nuts. I feel like they're going to finally run the ball this time. They do. Right up the chute. Another first down. All right. We're bending. We're bending pretty hard, but we can't break. Hey, there we go. All right, mid-play. 2nd and goal. Can we get to the quarterback? That's all I want. But the CPU in this season's game is so good at getting the ball out quick. Nice play defensively. We stand him up. Nick Bryan, he totally redeems himself. Although, well, not totally, because on that first play, what WTF, he should have intercepted the ball. There it is, the RPO again. They're killing us on these quick throws. I don't know how you're supposed to defend that, truthfully. I guess we were blitzing, so we took ourselves right out of it, but what am I supposed to do? Yeah, we blitzed. That's why. Okay. All right. Well, we just need to score, but we're on defense again. Okay. It's another big 3rd and 5. We're going to man up, but we got to get to the quarterback. We have to. It's a screen. And they get it. They pick it up. Damn it. Another big 3rd down. 3rd and 9 this time. Okay. Can we hold them to 9 or less? I actually really want to hold them to like 5 or less so they don't even go for it on 4th down, because they'll probably be inclined to do that if it's close. We just can't get to the quarterback and he's wide open. He gets too much time for routes to develop, especially in man coverage. Killing us. Yeah, our offense, I take it on that first series, just did nothing. I hope it's a false start. It looks like it is. Okay. We do have 24 yards passing, so something went okay on that first drive. It just stalled out. 1st and 15. They're going to check it down, and I should have been there. That was my guy, but I was afraid that guy over the middle was going to... And Trevon Howard makes a tackle, and he's down, holding his back after that play. We don't want to see that. He's one of our better transfer players at strong safety. The junior. Handoff up the middle. He's going to bust it outside. We tackle him for just a short gain, if anything. 3rd and 3. Can we finally make a stand on a 3rd down? They have killed us on 3rd down. 8:27 to 1:33 in time of possession after the first quarter already. That's crazy. LB3 seam games? A world? The hell is this defense? Nestor's there, but can't make the tackle. Another first down for UCLA. Just every 3rd down they've converted. And there's been like 4 or 5 already. Good stop by Deal on that play. Howard has bruised ribs. It's high risk injury return. I guess we go with Stuckey for now. Good thing that's a position we have some depth at. 14-0, 17-0. We're not doing anything on offense. This is what I was afraid of. We have the 2-minute drill, so we'll finally get a chance to play some offense. But so far, it's not been good. 20-0. They got 2 additional field goals after the touchdowns. Glenn makes a catch. He gets out of bounds. Picks up 3. That was his second catch of the day for Alonzo Glenn. It's just, what is our left tackle doing? Did he make any effort on this play? Did I call? I didn't call timeout. What in the hell is this? Oh, God. We can't be serious with this effort. 58. What are we doing, man? You know, it's going to be tough to win when we have letdowns like that. It makes everyone's job a little bit harder. And that throws out of reach. Okay, well. $27-0. The offense is not doing anything. 41-0. We've not scored a point. 44 is a... My goodness. 3 minutes left. It is 47-0. I know... Okay, and I know I talked to people like, hey, this is a good chance for us. Okay, I know. But here's the thing. I knew they're better on paper. But they're not... They shouldn't be 47-0 better. Like, what in the world? I think Bats is a little out over his skis today. He is 7 of 24. Man, that's rough. What are our options right now, quarterback? That's pretty bad. Yeah, I forgot. So the only other quarterback on our roster is currently... Is Bats not a redshirt? I'm quite certain he is. Why does it not show that? True freshman DeMarco Maples is the only other quarterback on the roster. I don't think he's ready. And so this is where we failed in season 1 at recruiting at the quarterback position. And in our tough Big Ten games, these are the moments where it's probably going to show. And it's going to really look bad. And it's going to be really glaring that we just didn't do enough at quarterback. When our backup is a 62 and he's a true freshman, that's completely unideal. Hey, that's a little bit of a late tackle. Huh? Throw me a bone here. It was a little late. Objectively, it was a little late. We're going to give him a shot. And Sissy could not come down with that. Those are the plays that Javon Tracy last year made for us. Those were huge plays. Clearly, we're lacking a little bit of that substance this year. So some of those transfers are hurting big time. It's 4th and 6. We get nothing on a screenplay. Incredibly inefficient play. Come back to it. There's a good adjustment. Okay. 2:15 left. And Bats has cleared the century mark. He's 100 yards passing now. When you're down 47-0, usually, well, when you give up 47, let me just say, when you have 47 hung on you, usually you either it's a shootout, or even in an ass kicking like this, you put up some junk numbers. To only have 100 yards with 2 minutes to go in this game is pretty bad. Okay, Fame. Hold the ball a little more securely, please. 3rd and inches. We're just looking for pride. We're looking to build something for next week. We need points. Johnson can't hold on to that one. He had the ball in his hands for 4 seconds, but he was unable to secure that one. So now we're dealing with a 4th down. I really don't want to do something stupid like run a sneak here because we're down by 47. But at the same time, it's unfortunate that I feel forced to try to throw the ball and really move the ball quickly. But when we just don't catch the ball in those situations, that's kind of the hand we're forced to play. And we dropped that one too. Wow. I mean, a pretty routine play, like a little curl route, come back to the ball, ball's in your hands. Usually you think, hey, that guy should catch that one. We don't. So all of my optimism coming into this pretty much just got flushed. We just got 47 hung on us at home. I know they're a top 10 team, but what the hell? $47-0. We couldn't manage to score a single point. 2.4 yards per play. 110 yards passing. I mean, Bats just had an incredibly inefficient game. 13 of 33 is quite honestly, like, impressively bad. Drake Lindsey last season didn't have a game remotely close to as bad as this. 2 interceptions. I mean, 39% on 33 attempts is... That's bad. I don't know. DeMarco Maples at 62 overall. That's what I'd expect. Not from a 71. I know 71's not great by any stretch. Don't get me wrong, but wow. That's awful. Fame had 8 carries for 7 yards today. Okay. This is like... Wow. Did we have recruits on camp? I forgot to check coming into this one. I believe we may have had a couple recruits on campus for this. I am terrified to look. Because after watching that game, if anybody in attendance decides to still attend the U of M after that drubbing, you got to be a little bit, like, that's a little bit sadistic, right? I mean, you got to be a little crazy. Let's take a look. Man, that was brutal. Okay. Week 7. Oh, all right, good. Okay, nobody was in the house. Thank God. Hopefully all the recruits were too busy and they didn't watch that game. Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to move on and put that one behind us. I tell you what, I'm afraid this is going to be a long season of conference play. I mean, that was just so bad. We need some good news. We need some good news with recruiting. If we don't get good news, I don't know what the state of this dynasty will be, because we're really bad. I mean, we're 79 overall. Don't get me wrong. Like, Wyoming was what, like 57 overall. We beat them. I mean, imagine that. But we play in the Big Ten, and it's just going to be like ass kicking after ass kicking if we show up the way we did for that one. Championship contender dropped to a C+. We got to make sure. We're going to lose some of these conference games. We have to keep it at C+. Or like, that needs to be our floor. We can't go down to a C- again, or we're going to lose recruits. We have Washington this week. I mean, they're an 84. Like, it's not their defense. I think they're not ranked. I think they're rated the same as UCLA was. So we don't have any time. We don't have any time to not show up. Put it that way. All right, Bryce Underwood, the leading Heisman favorite early in the season. Ethan Grunkemeyer, another Michigan Wolverine. Jamar Browder. Julian Sains in the top 5. Rocco Becht. And we have Penn State and USC in a huge Big Ten matchup. Penn State, again, defending runners up in our dynasty. Bama will host Florida. Okay, let's look at our recruits. Stephen Harper. We don't want to go against Penn State. We're second. This is going to be tough. He's top 5. We have 40 hours. Do we know enough to schedule a visit? We know we swayed. Okay, our sway looks to be successful. So we can use conference prestige and we can schedule this visit, but we have to be really selective and careful here. So the win against Midwest, FCS Midwest, won't benefit us at all. Even though they're better overall than Wyoming was, there's just no prestige in that. I think, though, we have to be smart with these top ones. So we're going to take like our top probably 5 on our board and try to schedule them against Northwestern. Oh, I think 4 is the max we can schedule in a week. We want them against Northwestern because it's a more winnable game. If we try rolling the dice against Michigan, I am not feeling good about the outlook in that case. They're probably better than UCLA. They're ranked number 1. We have 2 Heisman finalists that we'll be playing against. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. So we're going to look for the week 7 matchup as our premier recruit visit week for this season. Even though the reward is not as high, the risk is much lower. And those are games like a Northwestern game. We just got to get it done. We can remove sway now. And we have... The sway was successful, so... Okay, well, we need to remove DM as well. We have 55 hours, so we have to be careful here. But for Stephen Harper being number 1 on our board, we have to hard sell. We have to put the pedal to the floor, especially when we're going against Penn State. So it was Gamer that we want. Gamer... There we are. We swayed him on championship contender? Okay. Well, regardless. Visit scheduled. With just 35 hours, our gem, Brian Mulligan, we are number 1. So we're in good shape. I think we can stay with 35 or stick with it. But I'm pretty certain that we could soft sell this one and still gain more influence than the current plan with DMing and using friends and family, and it costs less. However, we also need to schedule a visit. So we're going to need to free up some more time. 40 hours will give it to us. We're going to remove DM as well. We're going to schedule him for that same week against Northwestern. And in this case, playing time is the big draw. So we'll do position meeting. And then we're going to soft sell. I would love to hard sell, but unless I do some rearranging, we just can't afford to right now. We might move things around and I could come back to it, but for now, we will soft sell. We know playing time and pro potential are both hits for him. And we'll pair that with playing style, which is a little risky because we don't know if he's interested in it or not. The only other option we'd have would be to try to sway him on clocked in. I'll have to free some hours first to do that, but we could try swaying, and that would just be the safer play. It's just that week by week, the short-term gains are less. I kind of like the idea of just rolling the dice because I don't want to take any weeks where I feel like I'm taking the week off to sway him and losing ground. And we want to stay out ahead, so we might just have to roll the dice here. We're leaving everything alone with Glenn Rambo. Still number 1 in interest and influence. Still only in his top 8. We don't have to worry about scheduling a visit yet. So I think we'll be in good shape. Hopefully nobody else is sending the house and gaining a little bit of ground. But for now, we're still making bigger strides than SMU. So we have a little bit of a dilemma with Stephen Canty. Week 7 is a lock. We can't do it. We actually do have 4 scheduled. I forgot we already had 2 previously scheduled. So that's off the table. Again, I don't think we get any sort of benefit for beating FCS Midwest. At least not anything beyond just having them on campus. So I think you gain something. The issue is it's very minuscule. and it's not worth it. Because if you somehow lose, which God forbid, but if you did, wow. So in some ways, it might be just as beneficial, if not better, to actually schedule a visit during your bye week than an FCS opponent, because you don't get a win boost either way. And with having no game, there's no chance of risk from a loss. But what we're going to do instead with Canty, even though this is a ways out, we're going to schedule him for the Iowa game, which is, again, way out in week 12, but very high rewarding win. It's a rivalry game. It's a higher tier opponent. Less of a penalty for losing, but also a much more winnable game than Michigan. And then we're also going to sway Canty this week. We're trying to turn his interest in favor of aligning our school strengths. Cornerback Juan Thorne, I'm going to try to avoid scheduling a visit right now. If possible, I want to see how this one progresses by just selling him and hard selling him. I don't know if that's going to work out, but we're only going to have an opportunity to have so many of these recruits on campus. And once it comes down to the Iowa game being locked out, or maybe using the bye week, if we have to use the Michigan game, I'm just afraid that there's actually more harm than good in scheduling a visit. Gregory Theus, we're going to send the house this week, so we're increasing his hours. We have Florida State nipping at our heels. We also have Michigan State not too far away. And then there's 4 scholarship offers, so foot on the gas here. Hashim Nkwenti, we're maybe really close to securing. He's still only in his top 8. If we can get this done before he even reaches top 5 and not have to worry about scheduling visits and so many of those hours that go into it beyond that, that would be best. So we want to do this now. We're going to hard sell him this week in hopes that he will just commit. And it's a lot of time saved in the long run. Agbanaya, another scenario where I don't want to take my foot off the gas, even though I want to get some hours back. We just need to go all in. This would be such a huge land for our program. Our tight end situation is average at best, mediocre. I'd love to bring him in. He's the number 2 tight end, even though he's just a 4-star. That's still great. So if we can get it done, we're the only school that's scheduled to visit. It would be an awesome outcome for us. We're going to leave it at 50 hours. We're going to hope for the best. We'll get our hours back from somewhere else. Nathan Eberle, we're only giving 15 hours right now. Again, another case where we're really, really close to securing this. So maybe I even bump this week just in hopes that we get it done. And then that's time we get back later. Harry Yazzie, the 3-star wide receiver, we've moved up to 2nd. That's good news. We have a visit scheduled. That's good news. Week 7. Bad news is, first of all, I really wish I didn't schedule it for week 7 because we should have saved that for our best recruits. Wasn't thinking well there. So lesson learned. Secondly, though, Iowa State really is close to snagging this one. So now I'm thinking, do we bother? Do we continue pushing this? Do I pull everything and get that time back? We're kind of invested now. We have the visit scheduled. We'll let it play out. But last week we swayed too, which didn't help our influence gain. But we were successful. So we're going to utilize that now and try to hard sell. Mike linebacker Antonio, wow, we've jumped all the way up to number 1. We're still the only school that's offered a scholarship. We're still going to leave it at 10 hours. But we're getting maybe close. He is still, however, only in his top 10. Okay, recruiting is all set. Hopefully we can land a couple of these this week. Winning would go a long way for us in that effort. We go on the road this week to Washington. We've got to right the ship. We've got to get things evened out in conference play. We don't want to start digging a hole this year. That's what happened last season. This isn't going to be easy, though. Again, on paper, this team's pretty good. Now, they're only 2-1. They're 0-1 in the conference just like us. But it's not going to be an easy game. Huskies uniforms, they have purple chrome. I don't know if we want to bling them out that heavily here. Let's stick with gold, but let's switch them also to gold pants. Everything looks better when it's coordinated this way. I don't know what happened to us as a society to allow this absolute disgusting dressing down that's taken place in the last 5 to 10 years. Somebody needs to step in. We're going to go gold helmets. Actually, are those a little, maybe a little too close to theirs? Oof. Can I tolerate this one? I think you got to go chrome against chrome whenever we decide to do that. We'll go maroon. We're going to go maroon pants as well. See, it's just the coordination. It's all coordinated. It looks better. Care what anyone says. It looks better. Now, do the gold and maroon complement each other? Sure, but it just doesn't look as good. That's my opinion, okay? But it's a good one. Big game. We need something out of Gerard Batts today. He can't throw for 33% completion. It just won't work. I'm too antsy. I can't even watch the pregame intros. He just threw the ball away. That's not good. But it is third down, and we have an opportunity here to continue a drive. However, it is 3rd and 10. Can we extend a drive? We need something from our offense. We need momentum. Let's get Johnson in a curl route. Okay, the crowd's rattling us a bit. They are ranked number 18 in Stadium Pulse. What a throw from Batts. Right on the money, right on time. The timing was great. And we're just going to continue this drive here. We don't want to dig ourselves into another 3rd and long, especially when we have no control over it. It's one thing when we just, you know, play poorly and end up in 3rd long, but when the CPU does, it's just more frustrating to step into. Oh, our guys ran into each other, but Walsh holds on to it. 2nd and 5. Now, is Batts fast enough to run a read option? We might find out. Something tells me I'm going to wish I hadn't called this here, but we are going to run it, and he's going to keep it. Batts, slide. Okay, he holds on. Doesn't slide. 1st down. We're moving the ball. Night and day from last week against UCLA. That is for sure. Fame, up the middle. He'll pick up 5. Big 2nd and 5. Do we complete this? We do. 3rd and 1. Lonzo Glenn. Excellent catch. Oh no, that's not what I want to call. This is what I want to call. That works out. Okay, our line just has to do their job. Look at how far back the linebackers are. We have to run block well here. Just a little push. We've got it. Fame up the middle, and our center throws a defender as well to the ground. I love it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. We're on the board first. We're in the end zone first. Let's go for football. Coach Cross is fired up. Let's go for football. He loves seeing our center just manhandle a defender. Gotta love it. 6-0. Is this from last week, the 8 attempts for 7 yards? Yeah, it was previous game comparison. Wow. I mean, truly brutal numbers last week for Fame. But the 7-yard carry here, he equals last week's total with just 1 carry. And we get an interception. Who picked this off? Zaquan Bryan. 62 yards to their 25. Who is this team? This is not the same team that played at home last week. I mean, we completely sleptwalked through that one. We're going to flip this. The defense doesn't know what to think either. They're going to flip their players too. Copycats. Get it out there? No. Okay, you know what? Because he was so slow to get there, I'm really glad he didn't even catch it. Don't bother at that point. Batts loves throwing for 50%. Last week was 33. That was like a new low, but he loves being at that 50% mark. Starting off there today. Can we stay in bounds? Where are you going? Why are you going backwards? 3rd and 6. What are we doing? I don't think Johnson hears my hot route. And we... So the good news about the sack is it makes the wide angle kick a little easier to manage. The bad news is, what the hell is this? How does 3 come in? Our left tackle is pissing me off. That's the same crap he pulled last week. Jaden Ball needs to be better. You're a sophomore. I mean, maybe... He might need a little time to think about what he's done. He needs a timeout. What is his pass? Like, what is his pass block? Where is... Here we are. Yeah? Yeah, you could have fooled me. Are you kidding? It's actually really good. Is his awareness like 2? I mean 79. Come on. That's twice he's pulled that. Like, I mean, that's unacceptable. Wow, our kicker sucks. Drills this one, though. He actually hits the all-state hands. Good for him. It's... No. Oh, we get a penalty! Oh, my goodness. Washington, with a huge mistake, makes it 1st and goal from the 7. Wow. New set of downs for the Gophers. Unbelievable. Fade route. What the hell? We got to give him a chance, Bats. I swear he's doing this on purpose. Like, he's like, nah, I'm cool with just throwing for 50%. Come on. Johnson touchdown. Touchdown, Gophers. Let's go. We're not used to being up like this. 13-0. It should have been 10-0. A huge, costly penalty for the Washington Huskies leads to a touchdown for the Golden Gophers. Gerard Bats airmails one throw, nails the next. Like I said, you take some good, some bad. 3rd down alert. Take control and keep the drive alive. 8:04 left in the 2nd quarter. And hey, again, we're on offense. So it's a 3rd and 7 from the Washington 42. Can we get a hot route out to Sissy? No, he can't hear it. Okay. Can we get there? Walsh got to beat somebody with his feet. He can. He's not fast enough. We actually didn't gain anything. That's incredible. We didn't pick up a single yard on that. Wow. So we're at their 42. I mean, I know this is insane, but we're going for this. I don't want to give them momentum, but I really don't want to punt from this part of the field. He holds on to it! Johnson! Huge catch. He's gaining some trust after that. Julian Johnson, that's a big balls play. That's huge. Read option we give. Fame got room up the middle. 1st down again. We're moving the ball. I mean, I don't... DeMarco Pratt, freshman, checks in. It is week 4, by the way. This might be his last game of the season. We have to make a decision on his redshirt status. Pratt maybe shifts a little too much, but does pick up 5. He falls forward. It looked like Fame was banged up. We need to make sure we keep our running backs fresh here. We're going to try to go to the ground again. Pratt stays in the game. They really feel like they're set up well for this, but if we can hit that A-gap, and we have motion coming to help too. Ah, not much there. Doesn't quite pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 5. Another big play. If we have to settle for 3, we are right in the middle of the field. We would make it a 3-score game. So it's not the worst outcome. But we have an open receiver. That's Johnson, and this time he drops it. Of course he does. Makes a massive... So Johnson makes a huge 4th down catch with 2 defenders around him and gets hit. But in this case, with kind of a soft push in the back, he drops the ball. We have to kick this. It makes it a 3-score game. It's right down the middle. I can't even see the entire meter. That's crazy. Oh, boy. We pull it. The meter just seemed laggy. I mean, I don't know how I make the other one and miss that. Okay. Well, that's a frustrating outcome. Clearly not what we wanted. Could have made it a 3-score game. Defense is playing well so far, though. See if we can continue. This will work. They're going to lose. Well, I guess he didn't lose anything. Looked like he's behind the line of scrimmage. We're also going to go back to playing the moments here. Oh, and now they score. Okay. Well, that suddenly took a quick turn south. 2-minute timeout. So Washington, after that ugly first down play, just marches down the field and scores to make it a 7-point game. Again, should have been a 10-point game, but so be it. Pratt's got this one on the run, and he'll cross midfield to the 35. So a nice little answer and response here. Bats is feeling it a bit. We're going to swing it out. Can we make somebody miss? No, Hayes cannot. 2nd and 10. We made absolutely nothing happen on that little bubble screen. I would love to be able to audible something, but we just can't. Oh, we did. He actually picked up the hot route. Johnson, he's just not fast. Hobbles his way to the 16, and that's a big gain. Minute 23 left. Behind him. Touchdown, Hayes! Gophers answer. And we make up for that last drive. Danielle Hayes. Little back shoulder throw and catch. Good ball from Gerard Bats. Get a little better with our ball placement here. Chance to make it 21-7. That field goal would look really nice having this at 24-7, but hey, we can't be upset with that. They're not able to respond before half, which is great. We have ball again. We're just trading the ball right now, but we have a red zone alert. 21-7 still. We're up to their 19 on a 1st and 10. A lot of ball game left. We are closing in on the end of the 3rd quarter. We got a lot of room to run. Bat's going to take off. He'll slide inside the 10. Another 1st down. 1st and goal from the 7. That's his 6th carry today. 31 yards on the ground. CPU's been doing a little bit of running. I'm going to fake the jet sweep. We'll give. Fame back in the game. Gets down to the 3. Interesting. Let's go. Let's go. Snap the ball. What are we doing? I can't stand that. That's a terrible bug that needs to be fixed. Snap the ball. I don't think there's... I hate that bug. We're going to run a draw. We've got a nice push. Pratt is in the game. He gets all the way up to about the 1. That'll end the 3rd quarter. Great timing on the draw play. And our line gets a good push. Husky looks on. He's concerned. We're almost over 100 yards as a team rushing. Almost over 200. Our defense is doing a phenomenal job today. Night and day difference from last week. But then again, our offense was so putrid. I mean, what was our poor defense to do? Can we, is there a chance that we can just pound this in? We struggle so mightily at this. I have an idea though. I want a package with 2 running backs. Okay, it's just not happening. All right, we're gonna have to take a timeout here. Hate to burn a timeout there. I'm not sure why the play clock seemed to be so low at that point in time, but I guess that took me longer than I thought. I'm nervous about this. Fullback dive. Are you serious? How does he not fall forward? How do we not? Again, we can make it a 3-score game, but my God, we have to score here, not? How on earth does he not fall in? Unbelievable. Can we get a 2-back set? Okay, this flips our fullback around with our running backs. This puts Pratt at the fullback position. We're in. We're in! Pratt, touchdown! Gophers go up 3 scores. 27-7 on the road in a big-time rebound game. Can our defense hold again? They're going for it on 4th down. It's 4th and 1 from midfield. We've got a chance. Why is Brian taking such a terrible route and they extend the drive? What is he doing? Man, he has been on my shit list defensively to start this season. Last week, letting the ball go over his ear hole. Now he's just going to take a piss poor angle. It's 28-14, 28-21. Oh my goodness. They're right back into this thing. There's 3 minutes left. Unbelievable. All because we can't get a 4th down stop. They go and score twice. Okay, we have a game. Pratt starts his drive off, getting just a yard. They're using their timeouts. So I'm tempted to keep it on the ground, but there's still too much time left for that. Of course. I mean, I hate that animation so much. Like, they'll just throw it behind my head. Who does that? I don't... 3rd and 9. This is a huge play. Intercepted. Unbelievable. I don't know why Walsh didn't have his head turned at all. And Washington's going to have a short field to tie this game. I just didn't see anything on that play, but I don't know why Walsh doesn't get his head turned around at all. All right, we break up the 1st down throw, 2nd and goal from the 8. Good coverage. Pretty much had everything taken away there. We just can't get to the quarterback. Washington scores. And we're going to be tied. God. It was a 3-score game. It was 28-7. We were feeling so good about things. How does that fall apart so quickly? How do we give up 3 scores and just not kill any clock? Like none. Incredible. First down, Johnson. 2-minute timeout. Time's not a factor for us. Johnson again. He'll fall a little bit forward. We'll pick up 7. It's a good 1st down gain. Bats is having a much improved game today. Counter. Can we get through? No, we just... Oh, he falls forward. 3rd inches. I thought he picked that up. Really? Okay, well, 3rd down. Looks like Pratt's going to stay in the game. Fame has been really banged up. Well, I mean, that doesn't get any closer than that. And we don't pick it up. Oh, we do. Okay, that seemed like a generous spot. Clock will stop briefly. They're not challenging. 16 seconds. Why is the clock running? Why are... Oh, God. We get it out. We can't catch it. I can't believe there's 9 seconds. We should have went no huddle. I guess that's on me. It's just the accelerated clock thing is... Wouldn't be a Gopher game without all this drama. Timeout. 3 seconds. I mean, we're not close enough to kick. Okay. We're likely going to overtime. Taking a shot. We get it there. It's intercepted. It's overtime. Okay. They're going for it on 4th down. It's 4th and 7 from their own 23. We're in overtime. They're at their own 23. Why? Am I missing something here? Oh, they took a shot. Wow, they had a receiver wide open. Oh my God, I would have lost my mind. What? What is going on? Okay. I'm assuming what happened was that wasn't overtime, it was the end of regulation. But that doesn't know. I don't know what happened. What was that? No, we threw the ball when time expired. There was 3 seconds left in our Hail Mary. That was not overtime. What they just did, but it was supposed to be. What the hell is happening? They just got a free play. And why were they on their 23? I'm so lost. I'm so lost. Okay. They have the ball. 3rd and 10. I don't know. I don't know. No. Please. We don't make... We don't make the tackle. 1st down. Where are we going with these angles? We lost contain with our DN. You can't lose contain. Harris makes a great play. 2nd and goal. They're in shotgun. We're in goal line. Motion. They'll give on the jet sweep. We make another stop. 3rd and goal. Come on. Come on. We have to hold them to 3, ideally. We don't have to, but it would be most ideal. A stop would be massive. Right up the middle. He's short. 4th and goal. What do they do? I don't trust that they're kicking this. They're set up to kick. I mean, it's a literal chip shot. He's got it, but that's massive. Touchdown wins the game. Touchdown wins the game. I can't even follow what's happening right now. What the fuck was that? When did we have the ball? What was the first play of overtime that we played? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Yeah, we're 0-2 in conference play, I guess. Why? I don't know. Why are we 0-2? Okay, like all the nonsensical stuff aside, which is going to continue to just hurt my head here for probably the next hour. How do we lose that game? How do we give up a 28-7 lead? That was all Super Sim. The wheels completely fell off. They scored. We played the first down and it was 28-7. They threw it backwards practically, made it 2nd and 10. They went and scored in like 3 plays after that. They must have gotten a 3 and out. They scored like right away again. And then we were thrown into a play like a 3rd and long. We didn't pick any of that up, of course. And then they went and scored again. And the game's tied all of a sudden. I mean, that was just a crazy lapse. I don't even know what to say. I don't know. Please, God, give us some good news. Do we have somebody committed? I mean, is there... No? Okay. I don't... The good news is championship contender didn't go down after losing that. The bad news is I will be forever mystified by what just happened. Like a... And the bad news likely gets worse here as we now go on the road to play number 10 Penn State. Now, they did drop a game. We know they played it. It was USC last week. This is their first regular season loss in 2 seasons. So now we get a pissed off Penn State at home. We get to go on the road here again. So I don't know. I mean, I was feeling better about things. We got up 28-7 on the road, and I'm like, hey, even if we would have just found a way to win that game by 7, and let up a little bit. But to have such a meltdown, to go to whatever that overtime was, I don't even know where to begin with that. That's a whole another ordeal. But this is going to be a difficult bounce back game, to say the least. Not only just because the circumstances, obviously the opponent. Wow. Okay. We just have to move forward and keep our head up. Like Stephen Canty, we did sway him last week. It was successful. The bad news is, like I was fearful of, that had a negative impact on our influence. It just doesn't give you a lot of influence. It's more of a long-term play. So Pitt was able to pass us in the meantime. They also have him scheduled for a visit sooner than we do. So that one's going to be difficult to turn back around, but not impossible. Once we remove the sway and gain more influence, hopefully we can even things back out. This game this week can go such a long way in this recruitment. We'd probably have to pull off the unthinkable and upset Penn State. If by some miracle we're able to, maybe we have a chance. Otherwise, this one could be tough, even without a visit for them scheduled. They're just likely to have more influence. They have the better pipeline. And obviously, they are a more prestigious program right now. So we're in a tough spot with some of these recruits. We had to kind of hold tight. The problem and why we're in a tough spot is because we scheduled about 3 or 4 more visits this week. So some of these players like Thorne, Theus, Nequenti, and by the way, Nequenti, I don't know why last week it showed that we were so much higher in his influence. I don't know if that was a bug or glitch or whatever, but we don't seem to be nearly as close to locking that one in as it looked like we might be. I was a little bit skeptical of that, but something goofy is going on here. But with those visits we got scheduled, we were able to schedule, we lost a lot of hours. So we've had to pull back on some hours. I'm concerned about what this is going to look like for these three, namely, going into next week, especially Thorne and Theus. I'm afraid we're going to fall behind Florida State for Theus and for Thorne. They're going after both corners just like we are. I could wiggle some things around. I just don't think we can afford to with Harper. I think maybe with Mulligan, we could get 20 hours back. Right now it says we're soft selling. That, I guess that was last week. We decided to hard sell this week, but maybe we could continue to soft sell and then spread a little more time to Theus and Thorne. Maybe we could soft sell for those two instead of just doing the standard recruiting pitches. I just really want to get Mulligan, knowing that he's a hidden gem, but the schools we're competing with, we're in pretty good shape. So as long as we stick with it and at least soft sell, I think we'll have a really good chance in the end. So we were able to soft sell these two, and I feel a little bit better about it now. We still could slip behind Florida State, but at least we're soft selling and not just throwing 10 hours and DMing the player, because that's pretty much going to do nothing at this point. Niquenti, we unfortunately might have to for this week, and then hopefully with less visits needing to be scheduled moving forward in the coming weeks, we'll have more time to invest back into these guys. All right, after that debacle of a game, whatever that overtime was, I stepped away for a bit. I needed an intermission. I needed a break. So we're back, finishing this episode. And one thing I did think of that we haven't done yet is we need to check out our red shirts, because we have a couple decisions to make after 4 games. We have no decision to make here. We only have 2 quarterbacks on the roster. It is what it is. It's gross. But with DeMarcus Pratt, he's played 4 games. So has Nate Maponga. Now, in normal circumstances, when we bring in a bigger class and we don't have half the roster transfer, I think we'd redshirt these guys. It's a no-brainer. It gives them another year to develop. We'd fully expect that they'd likely have a chance at upper 80s by the time they leave. In this case, I don't know. Maybe they're replaceable. Could I just redshirt one of them? Or do we just simply redshirt Demario Hester, whom at this point looks like he could be a transfer casualty after this season? Who at this point looks like he could be a transfer casualty after the season? If not on his own accord, then by us encouraging it. He's only a 61. I mean, 79 speed. How much faster is he really going to get? Given that they're both freshmen, even though Pratt has a higher dev trait and it would be nice to give him another year to develop, he's a 77 overall right now, where Maponga's only a 72. I think our hand is a little forced. We have to play Pratt. If Fame were to get hurt, running Maponga out there for all these carries just seems a little bit crazy. So we're going to redshirt Maponga. We're not going to redshirt Hester. God forbid he sees the field. But I think he's likely gone after this season. We have some running backs we're hoping to bring in anyway. No decisions to make at fullback. Greg Joe, Jeremy Braun can both get redshirted. Who knows? It's an impact and a normal. Oh, okay, well. Yeah, we have to have a position minimum. Makes sense. So, Joe's played 4 games. Let's redshirt Ebron. I don't know. Is he going to be here after this year? I don't know. We're probably going to try to look to move him, assuming we can bring in enough wide receivers. No decisions to make at tight end. They're all redshirted already. We've already redshirted 2 of our left tackles. At left guard, do we have a position minimum issue here? If not, we're going to redshirt Mateo. We can. I don't think we'll be able to redshirt Gilliam. He's also right now a transfer candidate because of his deal breaker. I don't know if we can get brand exposure up or not. We're going to let it ride. We're going to have to go with both right guards. Right tackles were good. I don't really think we have much else to decide here. At Mike, we really can't make a decision with Labino either because he's our only second Mike linebacker. We've already redshirted 3 corners. Barr is good enough to see the field, but we do have enough playing. He's so much in the thick of this, and he hasn't actually... He's good enough to see the field, but he hasn't actually at this point. I think we redshirt him. I do worry about his deal breaker. It's playing style, but we're not far away. So we could probably increase this. And we'll have to just look at specifics and what it is as far as what we're lacking right now. But we're going to redshirt Jimmy Barr. Happy to have him here. We were fortunate to win that battle, especially when we were so close to losing him last year with his deal breaker. But there we go. We're in good. We're settled. Everything is determined now at this point. So Pratt will stay. Pratt will get carries. He'll remain contributing as a true freshman. Okay, pulling up the playing style and the cornerback situation with Jimmy Barr and also Zaquan Bryan, it's bump and run. So again, playing style is a measure of how well a specific recruit will fit with what you do. It depends on what stats your team produces and how these stats align with the recruit's archetype, increasing your team stats to attract certain archetypes. How to improve. The factor is defensive pass yards per game. The impact's very high. We're allowing 223 per game. That doesn't seem bad, but we have a number of players with a high risk of transfer right now because of this specifically. So we have to make it a goal to decrease the amount of passing yards we're giving up per game. Can we do it? Likely against some of our Big Ten opponents, but that's going to be something that is tested for sure this week. We go on the road to play Penn State. It's a bounce back game. We already said that last week. We thought we had that game in the bag. I mean, 28-7. I still can't even wrap my head around it. I still don't understand what happened with overtime, but we just have to move on. Very bizarre, to say the least. The battle for the governor's victory bell is what's at stake today, along with our chances of having a winning conference record. We don't want to go in at 0-3. And we could also upset one of the top teams in the country. But it's a stretch. It's a long shot type of situation. I don't know that we have the offense to do it, but we're going to try. I can't believe they haven't invested more in a better mascot outfit than that thing. It's disgraceful. Truly disgraceful. It's going to be a tough environment. They dropped their game last week. It was against USC. We dropped a game that was, of course, super winnable. It's a big third down. It's 3rd and 4 from our 34. We've struggled mightily with these situations both seasons, but it's continued into this one. They're going to give, and we cannot come up with a stop. George Pettaway is able to run for the first down. And now they are in our red zone. It is 1st and 10 from the 12. Pettaway is a transfer this season, I do believe. Check down attempt. Oh, we get to the quarterback. Hit him as he throws it into his lineman. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 12. Can we just somehow make a play? They'll give a sweep, and we're there. Howard is there. Travon Howard with a tackle for loss, and it's 3rd and 14. We're going to just try to rush 4. Try to go straight Tampa 2. We want to hold them to 3. Crossing routes. He doesn't have anything. He's got to take off, and he slides. And that is a good stop for the Gopher defense. 4th and 8. Lambert comes up holding his side for Penn State. Ethan Grunkmeyer, the freshman, leading the Penn State offense. They will kick a field goal. But a 27-yard attempt. Wouldn't expect much trouble, and there isn't. 3-0 Penn State. Gopher defense will live with that. We will live with that. Can our offense answer and respond? Not yet. Still not yet. We've had 2 chances. 3. And now we're back on defense. As we've entered the second quarter, 3rd and 5. Another big opportunity for us. And they throw it into the crossing receiver's knees. I believe it was intended for the second tier receiver there, but it falls incomplete. They may be going for it here in 4th from our 44. Can't imagine. We're going to come out safe, man, just to be sure here. They will punt, and it'll hit the sideline. Where? At the 28. Not a great punt. I would like to play a drive. I think in a game like this, we just need to see what we have. We're going to play this one. It doesn't look like our offense has produced much of anything. This is the number 2 ranked stadium. The pulse right now, though, not too high. And Johnson can't bring that one in. 2nd and 10. This one hits Fame. He doesn't make any attempt to catch it, which is always a little bit amusing to me. That's not who I want to throw to. And it's a fumble. Oh my god. I had the wrong receiver icon. He was actually wiping out that blitz. Brother. Not who I want to throw to. So we punt. It's a big 3rd down from our 38. 3rd and 9. Defense is held up so far. Can we get another stop? We can't. He's wide opened up the seam. Touchdown, Penn State. Wow, what a breakdown in coverage. 10-0. They're driving again. 2:35 left. They're at our 6. It's 1st and goal. The offense in Super Sim is likely just not going to get anything done today. We saw this in our opening game or against UCLA. It's not looking much better. That was George Pettaway on the carry. We are able to stop him for just a gain of 2. Another give. Another stand for the defense. He'll gain 1 more. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 3. Tristan Johnson is down. We're going to spy the quarterback here. He's got to do... What is Brian doing? He is awful. He just stopped playing. I mean, what? How could you possibly... I mean... What? I guess he ran into the Penn State receiver? It's kind of a rub route? Is that legal? That looked like a rub off to me here. Wow. It's not called. So instead we find ourselves down 17-0. We do have a 2-minute drill. All right, if we're going to have any chance in this game, we have to get points. Just have to. We'll complete the 1st down pass. Walsh. It's just 37 yards so far today for Bates. Bats. I always call him Bates. I don't know why. Johnson. He's... Oh my goodness. We're just a very unserious offense. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous. 3rd and 1. We get it to Fame. He'll pick up the first down. Thank goodness. Bats with another horrendous completion percentage today, but you can't fault him when someone like Johnson drops a ball the way he did. We're going to go back to Fame again. He won't bring this one in. Every time we get hit, we just... I mean, swear they got shot. Sissy holds on to this one. It'll be a 3rd and 4. We'll give him credit. He actually held on to one through a little contact. We struggled to get this one out. I stepped to the wrong direction in the pocket. At their 41, we're at 1,000% going for this. Are you kidding me? There's no way we're punting this ball. Fourth and 4 from their 41. There is absolutely no way we're punting this. And... oh my god. We do a possession catch. He falls down backwards and we turn it over. Fortunately, they do not score, but they do to open the second half. We have a 2nd and 10. Own 37. We are just an awful team. I mean, I know we're not the worst of the worst, but in Big Ten terms, we're just awful against superior opponents with a real offense and a tough defense. We look so small. We don't pick up blitzes. It's just, it's tough to watch. 31-0. 38. We are somehow in the red zone. By some miracle, we've reached the red zone. Bats is going to take out, well, he's going to try to, but he's going to run into his effing left guard. Oh my god. It's so hard to love this team. It really is. 3rd and 9. Picked off. Doesn't see the linebacker drop in coverage. Just assumes that on the break it's going to be there. I mean, that's on me, but I don't know. 45-0. No, just take me out of my misery, please. Gophers drop another. We start the season 0-3 in conference play. It's painful. It's going to be a long conference season. Just 133 yards of offense today. Did Fame have a single yard carrying the ball? I'd kind of be surprised. Bats 15 of 37. I mean, he is just awful. He's awful. 2 interceptions. He's awful. And we don't have anyone to pivot to. Oh my god. 7 for 12 on the ground for Fame. Oh my. Well, I tell you what, if you really enjoy pain and suffering, this is the series for you. I know for some it's more entertaining that way. If I can provide any sort of entertainment for that purpose, welcome. We'll advance. That Michigan game will be an interesting one. We've lost out on one, and that was one we knew was getting close with Iowa State. Championship contender has fallen to C-. We have players at risk of leaving as a result. It just, in college football 26, these deal breakers are pretty rough. I know the transfer portal is a big part of college sports as a whole, and it's probably here to stay. But man, I mean, I don't know what we can do about some of these. So we've lost Kerry Yazzie. He does choose Iowa State. They've been our nemesis dating back to last season when it comes to recruiting. We get what we hope is a little bit of a chance for us to regain some level of confidence. I feel like it gives us misguided confidence. We roll these non-conference opponents. Well, at least this year we rolled them. But then we proceed to just get stomped. But maybe this is a chance for us to figure something out. We'll take a look at recruiting before doing this. I think, given the result of that last game, we are likely out on Stephen Harper. I cannot pull it. So long as we have him scheduled, it would be just, I think, premature, a little too knee-jerk to remove the scholarship offer. But why would he pick Minnesota over Penn State? Unless it simply came down to playing time, but his deal breaker is playing style. So I don't know why he wouldn't choose Penn State. Mulligan, we've moved up a little, but with the soft sell, it really hasn't been enough. Now, we have him scheduled. We have 160 hours now at this point. So with clocked in, we can adjust this from a soft sell to a hard sell. Man, we need running back help. We saw what we're working with. We don't have depth there. If we can get a hidden gem, we've got to make this happen. We also don't have a pipeline tier advantage at all. If we can also bring in Glenn Rambo, it would be huge. We only went 30 hours last week. We swayed. It was successful. We knew that when we sway, there's a little bit of a short-term sacrifice for a hopeful long-term return. I think we have the hours where we can justify hard selling him as well. One thing, though, I'm not going to get too happy in hard selling, a little too gung-ho in these hours, because we may have to expand our hours. We've got some players on our board that we really haven't touched base with here, and we need to. We do have a D in there, which isn't great. He's interested in it, but hopefully with the B plus interest that he has that we are able to offer, it can offset that enough. Now, Stephen Canty, we're at risk here with Pittsburgh. He goes to Pittsburgh first. If they win that one, we might be out. We're going to ride it out. Maybe, just maybe, a little sweetener with 10 additional hours is enough, but they have a nice advantage right now. That's going to be tough. We knew this is probably going to happen. We only soft sold last week. Florida State has passed us on Juan Thorne. We're not out of it, but we need to hard sell him. We may have to go 50 hours even. Did we do clocked in? We did. We have good interest that align in grades, so that's a plus. But I think for him, we have to go 50. I know I just said I don't want to pour all my hours out right away on these top 10 guys, but we're going to lose out on some of these players if we don't spend some of them. And these are our top recruits. This is our top 10 number of players here. So we're going to hard sell this one as well. And Gamer aligns pretty well. We'll go just 40 on Thea since we are still in first. But Florida State, again, is making traction there too. Niquenti, we only went 10 last week. We tried to save some hours. That's not going to work long term. At a minimum, we're going to need a soft sell. Ideally, a hard sell this one too. Can we do that when we only have 80 hours left already? I'd really, really like to. I think we're going to try. So we'll hard sell Niquenti. As you may remember, we do have what we think to be his brother in our program already. Fortunately, Nice is still in his top 8, so we don't need to go spend a crazy amount of time on him. And here's where we can alleviate a little bit. He is a 4-star running back. I'd love to bring another one in, but let's go 10 hours this week to give ourselves a little relief. Nobody else is making too strong of a play. Agbanaya, we need to keep our foot on the gas. We've talked about this. We have him on campus week 7. Man, we absolutely must win that game. We will lose that recruitment if we blow that game against Northwestern. He will go to Kansas State or Iowa. He has 3 consecutive weeks scheduled. We don't want him leaving Minnesota without a commitment. So we're going to keep 50 hours and keep pushing hard. Nathan Eberle, 30 hours right now. He's reached top 5. I guess he already had. We haven't scheduled him. I don't know that we can. Well, we can. Do we make it happen this week? We swayed him last week. It looks like it was successful. Can we go one more week without scheduling? Let's remove sway. Let's soft sell for now. I'm already forgetting which item we swayed him on. So I'm going to need to locate it again. It was Status Seeker. Okay, we're going to try to wait. If we have some hours left, we need at least 30, which is a little spendy. It's a little spendy to get him on campus with our time. We will try to make that happen. Daryl Droge, we have a nice lead as well. We just went 15 last week. He's still only top 8. We're going to stick with that. Let's get Yazzie out for our board. He's championship. Well, his deal breaker's championship contender. They have a C-. They need a C-. We might be wise to keep him around. And we're only offering 14 scholarships. We only have 18 targets out of 35. There's no reason for us not to. Let's see what happens. Maybe we could flip him. We got to worry about that deal breaker ourselves, though. Malachi Chick, we're in good shape. He's still only top 8. Let's stick with 15. In fact, you know what? Let's go 10. I'm going to pull back a few. We could use that elsewhere. Antonio Weil is just 10 right now, hours. He's top 8. I think we're okay there. Tony Moragas, we only went 5 last week and we moved up to number 1. That's good to see. I think that one's going to take a while. It's going to take some time. We don't need to spend our hours there. Maybe Ty Laybourne, we can also move up by just going a little sprinkle of 5. Roy Wilder, same thing. Let's go ahead and go 5. Moses Moffitt, it's possible. In his case, we maybe have to go 10. There's a little more traction there with some other schools. But we have 50 left. So the good news is we can go back now to Eberle. We can schedule his visit. Now, do we wait until week 12? Given the opponent, I think we should. I'm really trying to avoid the Michigan game, although there are 2 complimentary visits. That's just going to be so hard to win. I mean, you've seen... You have enough evidence. If it quacks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, you know the saying. We're likely not winning that one. We're going to schedule for Iowa. Let's go with Conference Prestige. And we'll keep Status Seeker. We'll just soft sell. We have 20 hours we can go elsewhere with. Why don't we move Nice? Let's push a little harder here. Let's go 25. Try to lock somebody down a little sooner. And let's sprinkle another 5 hours onto Brian Mulligan's recruitment. And that'll be our hours for this one. So we have FCS Midwest. Obviously, it's a game we have to win. They're only 50 overall. I mean, it makes us look like gods, and we know how terrible our team really is underneath the surface. At least, especially in the offensive side of things. We might just have to try something crazy this week, too. We're going to go white-black. We're going to go black uniform. Oh, gosh, that is not a good look. We can't go white unis at home because I don't think FCS Midwest will be bringing anything else to town here. Okay, this one's not too... This isn't too bad. I'm not much of a... Oh, I don't love... Let's go white pants. There we go. Now it's a good look. If only we could play as well as our uniforms coordinate, we'd be in such better shape. We have to figure something out at the quarterback position. Our wide receiver crew just, it's such a step down from last season. We really were pretty good at the wide receiver group. Tight end was mediocre. Tight end play this year still mediocre. They're just unreliable. But Gerard Batts is, he's just awful. It's 3rd and 6. We're at their 49. But the problem is we don't have a legitimate backup. If we did this, I mean, he would have been out of a job a number of weeks ago. We're going to let this one fly. Well, there's a good ball. Glenn makes the catch. Gerard Batts with a good throw on that one. It's a red zone alert. We're up to their 6, 1st and goal. Read option. He's going to keep. Batts. He makes somebody miss, and he falls just shy of the goal line. Can you imagine running that, though, last week against Penn State? He would have gotten annihilated. Get it out there. Possession catch is made. What a bizarre throw and catch. It will work. Okay. I mean, we'll gritty a little bit, sissy, but, you know, don't get too full of yourself. Know your opponent. Read the room. 7-0 Gophers. Another red zone alert. Did we cause a turnover? What happened here? There it is, an interception. Zaquan Bryan, 70 yards. 1st and goal from the 5. This is the type of team that we beat up on a school like this and we just get an ego, and it's so out of touch. It's so undeserved. And I wanted to read that again with Bats. So mad at myself. I was thinking for some reason my brain defaulted back to the old read option buttons, for maybe just because I was talking. We just get it out. Okay. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. We don't want to settle for 3 in this one. I mean, we can't. That was bad. That was bad. I have nothing to say about that throw. I just forgot what the route was. That was horrendous on my part. Walsh can't make a catch. We'll turn it over. We'll turn it over after the interception. I mean, should I have kicked it? Sure, but come on. We have to be able to score. We'll get the ball back. At the 14. Can we establish something on the ground? Fame. A nice pancake block. We will score. Just hand the ball to the ref. I mean, it's really what we should have done. 14-0 Gophers. We're able to get stops, thank God. Another red zone alert. From the 19 this time. Bats will pitch it on the speed option. Here's Fame. Tackle down at about the 11. Here's your boy. Go read option again. He'll give. Good read this time. Fame will go down at the 8. That'll make it 2nd and 7. Looks like potential blitz coming. Nope, they'll drop back in coverage. Make the throw. Broken up. Sissy can't bring that one in. Fame is your boy is down, and now it's looking like keeping Pratt on the roster was likely wise for this very reason. We're going to run a draw on 3rd and 7. If we can get that block, Pratt picks up most of it, but it'll be 4th and 3. Just sub in Pratt. I mean, I know we can make it a 3-score game, but just execute a play. We get it to Pratt. He makes a catch. I think he's short. He is. They're going to take over at their own 1. I mean, we didn't even pick up the first down. Okay. We take back over. 3rd and 8 from their 41. Not sure how we got the ball back. Probably another turnover, I'm guessing. Fame will take the carry. And he spins off a defender. Before that was 3rd down. Oh, goodness. Why did I call that? My brain is not working. I think that I'm still reeling from the Washington game. 3rd down alert. Okay, 3rd down. We've acknowledged that. 3rd and 10, 23 seconds left in the half. We do have 1 timeout. He hits Johnson, 1st down, 19 seconds on the ball. Let's go. What are we doing? I didn't... Come on. Clock starts. Get it out there. Hayes would have maybe broken that one, but second defender comes and makes a tackle. So with about 9 seconds left, we use our last timeout. We are going to try to run one more play. We're just going to have Pratt stick around and block on this one. We're going to take a shot to the end zone. Johnson can't come down with that one. And we will try for 3 to make this a 3-score game going into half. And we'll nail that one. 17-0 Gophers. Kyle Mount knocks it through from 39. And we have another opportunity here on a 3rd and 4. From the FCS Midwest 48-yard line. We're going to throw it on the RPO. Hayes will make the catch. 1st down. Another 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 1. We're going to go Wildcat. And we will not pick it. I mean, Fame's got to just... He's got to move a defender. I realized they were there and they met him, but you got to be strong enough just to pick that 1st down up, even if that's all you get. Good throw from Bats. Glenn's got the catch. 1st down. We keep the drive alive. A read option. Keep it again. Bats makes a good read. He's got blocks downfield. Bats to the end zone. Touchdown Gophers. He's not going to celebrate. He's going to call his teammates over. He'll just point to the crowd. Acknowledge their support. Surprised there is the turnout there is, truthfully. But this is a fan base desperate to see a win again. There'll be another red zone alert. We get another interception. Who's this one? This was Jaden Harris. 52 yards. We're taking over at the 15-yard line. 24-0. Minute 30 left in the 3rd. Fame gets his carry. He's going to cut it back to the middle. And he'll pick up 9. 13 for 34. The most success he's felt in quite some time running the ball. Hayes in motion. We're going to give this to him. He's got it. Can we get a block? Do we get the edge? Hayes got the corner. Touchdown, Minnesota. Give the polite salute. 30-0. They're going to go for it on a 4th down here. 4th and 6. They only have 2 first downs today. I feel like we're playing a high school team. 31-0. They'll check it down. We don't get the stop. In fact, we miss another tackle, and Coach Cross is pissed off. Some heads are going to roll after that one. They score, and they finish that drive 31-7. And that is disgraceful on our behalf. Had a chance on 4th down. Make a sloppy tackle. Could be DeMarco Maples season. We're going to make the call. What do we have to lose? I mean, he's going to be terrible. We know this, but you know what? Get him out there. Go get a feel for it, kid. Run QB wrap right away, too. 2nd and 7. Throw him into the deep end. Maples hit hard. Doesn't gain anything. 3rd and 7. We'll see how well he can throw the ball. He gets it out. It's going to be tough. The catch is made. Oh, no, it's not. It's incomplete. It'll be 4th and 7. I guess we kick the field goal. Some reps for Kyle Mount. That'll make it 34-7. They're going to go for it on 4th. 4th and 10 from their own 25. These are actually good test plays for our defense because we absolutely have no excuse to not get a stop here. And we break that one up. We'll take over from their 25. It is a quick 3rd and 10, however. Yikes. We're going to have to throw it down short. And, I mean, my goodness. Is that on... That's not on Maples, right? I mean, 37-7. We do get the field goal, but... oh, boy. Okay. 4th and 8. We're there. We can't break it up. I mean, I don't... Coverage is so hard in this year's game. It truly is. I'm there. I don't know what the defenders, when you're in coverage and control the players, just don't seem to really react. Oh, skill issue, skill. I'm sorry, but like last season, those, like I was all over those, especially when I make the read. I don't know, and it feels truthfully the same way this year in Madden. Something seems to have changed with the physics a little bit on the defensive side. Players just feel really, really slow. Maples was 0 for 4. Doesn't help that his last throw that we made was dropped. 8 broken tackles for Fame Ijboy today. I mean, they made him look like a Heisman candidate. We know that is not reality. It's going to be a misleading game. I hope the players realize that this is just what they should have done. I mean, we should have won by more than 30. The spread was probably like 38 and a half. We'll take the win. We did not have any recruits on campus. We decided not to. We could have, but the win would have meant nothing. So it's going to be a big week for advancing. We still have not gotten a commitment yet this season. We are in good shape on many of these guys, but we've got to start getting the ball rolling here. Doesn't look like any significant changes. Championship contender actually went up to a C with that win? Wow. Okay. Don't know how beating an FCS school raises your championship contender. That feels a little flawed to me. This screen, too, is just so misleading. We are not that far ahead of Kansas State. It just doesn't seem to match up with the recruiting screen. This is a huge week for us. We're 0-3 in the conference. Northwestern's 0-2. We're pretty evenly matched, and we have to have this one. We have recruits on campus. If we lose this game, we're likely losing every single one of those players. And we saw what happened last year. We're feeling the effects of a couple of those games last year, and it's haunting us because our offense is terrible. Felix Smoot likely would have came here, a 5-star wide receiver. How nice would that be right now, even as a true freshman? We can't afford to lose. We're still alive for Stephen Harper. He's on campus this week. It's a must-win game. We're going to ride it out. Penn State's still the front runner, but we have a chance. Brian Mulligan, we're looking good. Almost at 50 hours. I think 45 will suffice for the time being. He's on campus this week. We don't see Rambo for 2 more weeks. This one's pretty competitive. We're ahead. We get him on campus first, which could be big. We're just going to hard sell him and stick with it. But we do have 30 hours in our pocket. Maybe we'll come back to him. Okay. If I put that little star by him, it might help me remember. Canty, we're still in second behind Pitt. This one is dicey. He's going to Pitt this week. We have to hope they lose. We're doing everything we can otherwise. Thorne, we're so close. We are right on Florida State's heels. This is going to be a back and forth. The problem for us is he does go to FSU first. And the other problem for us is when we host him, it's the Michigan game. So even if he somehow survives visiting Florida State, we almost have to pull some miracle out of our ass to win that game. I don't love our chances, but I'm holding out hope. Somehow he chooses Minnesota. Just holding on for Theus. We're hard selling. It's another one. Maybe we can sprinkle on some time. Niquenti, it looks like it paid off to hard sell. We're keeping our lead over Iowa. He does go there first. So that is another one to monitor. Can we land Nice? He's still only top 8. I don't know. Will he commit prior to narrowing things down to top 5? Typically not. I'm going to throw 10 on there for now. I might pull those back. Agbanaya, I still like where we are. We have him this week again. If we win, I think he commits. If we lose, then we're going to see Felix Smoot 2.0, and I'm going to lose my mind because then he'll go to Kansas State and he will commit to Kansas State. We've seen this show before. We need to change the ending. Eberly, coming week 12, we're going to continue soft selling. We are way ahead. I'm tempted actually to even pull back on that a little bit. Same with Droge, 15 hours. I want to go to 10. We just don't need to go 15. He hasn't narrowed it down to 5. Unfortunately, Iowa State has raised their championship contender up to a C, so they did win again. Or is this ours? Maybe we're looking at our deal break. Because Iowa State has to have a higher championship contender than a C or a C- from last week. I think I totally misunderstood that. It's unlikely that they're going to break this, but right now we can afford to keep him here. It's not hurting anything. We have room in our board. Chick, 25 or 10 hours, sorry. He has gone to top 5 now. What will it cost to get him to visit? Just 10. Just 10 hours. We can bring one more player in for the Iowa game. We need so much help at wide receiver. I think I can justify that. We can go offer playing time. Oh, we can offer proximity to home, actually. I guess he is a hometown recruit. And we'll go just 10. Still in first for a while, but now Stanford has awoken. We can increase this to 25 hours. Let's just go 15 and hope for the best. Maragos, we're going to stick around 5. Laybourne, we moved up to second by giving him just 5 hours. I'd really like to go to 10. Purdue is a little bit out ahead of us. I don't know if we're going to have hours to give back now to some of those other guys. Wilder, we've gone just 5, but I think we made enough ground. We'll just stick with 5. And with 10, we might be able to overtake Rutgers this week as well for Moffitt. So we have 5 hours. Do we give it to Rambo? Do we give it to Theus? It's tight on Rambo. We know Florida State is sweet on both of our corners. But I'm a little more afraid here. We're going to give him the additional 5. And we absolutely have to win this game. This is a massive game with massive stakes that really will determine our fate this recruiting season. I hate that I'm considering this, but I think we have to. We wore this look one time, and actually we wore the black helmets last time we did this. We're gonna do it. I hate everything about this uniform. I really, truly do. But we're 1-0 in them. And we need whatever superstition we can. We're going to have Northwestern go with a whiteout look to contrast us. It'll make our uniforms look better just because of the contrast. Okay. We have to win. We have to. Pre-game speech, Coach Cross. Pre-game speech. Come on, boys, this is it. Everything on the line today. It's win or go home. It's do or die. You leave everything you got in that field. It's any given Saturday. You lose this game, you walk your ass home. No dinner tomorrow. All right, here we go. It's 4th and 8. We have to kick a field goal to start the game. 48-yard field goal. This is not and it's from the left hash. And we have wind. Oh, boy. Not an easy moment to step into. And we push it. Overcompensated for that wind, I guess. I really didn't think we pushed it that far. Oh, boy. Not the table setter we needed. Okay, they punt. They punt. We get to play this whole drive. I want to establish the run today, but they're really stacking the box right now. They're likely going to drop back in coverage. I don't think they bring the blitz here. They don't. Get it out. Pratt, good catch. Gain of 4. Surprised to see that one brought in. Fame checks back into the game. 2nd and 6. Good catch by Glenn. He secures that one. Gerard Bates with a good throw. We're going to make sure we keep our running backs fresh. We feel good about both our guys. 1st and 10 from our 39. We're going to give it to Fame. We got a nice hole up the middle. Cross midfield. Up to their 49. 2 carries for 13 yards today for Fame. Is your boy. Is your boy, Fame. They're going to rush hard. Oh, we get read option. We get a little bit of a block. Bats gets to the edge. Just want to get out of bounds in case he drops that ball. We get a gain of 4. Second and 6. We're going to hit Walsh. Walsh breaks a tackle. First down to their 34. We're going to read that left edge again. And we didn't mean to keep it, but Bats actually puts the ball on the ground and loses it. This is what I was afraid of. We had a nice hole. We had a nice gain. Oh, my God. We get a stop. We get a stop, and we're back on their side of the field. Wow, we catch a break. It was such a nice drive we had going. I probably need to stop with the read options. He's just not going to be that dependable because he doesn't have a great carrying skill. We've got a man open on the cross. That's Hayes. Spins back to the middle. He sheds a tackle. Another spin inside the 20. Down to the 16-yard line. Donyell Hayes. No, we play this drive out. We play this drive out. Did I just see 7 for 7 for Gerard Bats? Are my eyes working correctly? I feel like I'm in the twilight zone again. We're going to swing it out. Fame. He sheds a tackle. He gets inside the 5. Another first down for the Gophers. We need to finish this drive. We need 7. We don't want to settle for 3. Fame's still in the field. He's going to get a carry. He's got a big hole. Pancake blocks everywhere. Touchdown, Gophers. That's what we needed. Could we get a blowout win today? It really would have helped if we would have capitalized on those first couple of drives. We could be up 17 right now. I just saw it drop. Are you kidding? 3rd and 7. We have way too many drops with this team. Way too many drops. It's unacceptable. We're at their 23 again. Got him on the post. Johnson, first down to the 10. And we extend this drive. That was another Zaquan Bryan interception, by the way. He has been our ball hawk. It only happens in simulation, though. Notice that? We're going to get a draw. Oh, man. Our own lineman gets pancaked. That was actually our tight end, Johnson. He got knocked on his ass. 2nd and 6 at the Wildcat 6. We hit Pratt, back shoulder, touchdown, Gophers. It's still first quarter. It's 14-0. We could be up more. We didn't knock that field goal through. We turned the ball over on our second drive, but our defense has stood strong. We've turned them over. Good adjustment by Pratt, too. That throw was probably on the wrong shoulder. But we've been here before. Hey, we were up 28-7. 28-7 with a minute left in the third quarter against Washington. And we pissed it down our leg. It's 4th and 2 from our 20. They are going. Huge play. They give. We don't get the stop. This is where we struggle. We just can't get these timely stops. They'll get a field goal, so we hold them to just 3. It's a 3rd and 7 for us. From the northwestern 37-yard line. It's a tight window. Not going to be there. Now, from their 37, this is going to be about a 54-yard field goal. They want us to punt here. No. 54 yards. I mean, when we tried that 49-yarder earlier, we had the leg. We just pushed it. It's not an easy kick, but I'd like to get this back to a 14-point game and match their field goal. Just, nope. Overkicked. Had the leg. He's 0 for 2 on the day, is Mount. They score. It's 14-10. Hey, again, we've been here before. We have been here before. It's 3rd and 6. Northwestern has a chance to take the lead. We saw the Washington game. We know what happened. One-on-one. Nestor's there. It's intercepted by Rayner on the deflection. At our own 10 with just 26 seconds left. We don't want to do anything silly here and give a chance for points, but if we could get in field goal range with our 3 timeouts, we need to be smart and disciplined with our decisions. We've got a man. That's, oh my God, how in the world do we miss this throw? We had him. He's wide open. We'll get Walsh. He'll get a first down. 15 seconds. We have 3 timeouts. Let's just use one. They really want us to just run the clock out here, huh? We are only at our 24. But we could get it up the sideline. Sissy catches this one, and we're up to our 41. 11 seconds left. Still 2 timeouts. We might have a man. It's one-on-one. Hayes. No interference? Did a lot of contact. No? Okay. Second and 10. 6 seconds left. Gotta dive, gotta dive, gotta dive. Clock runs out. Okay, it was worth a shot. Halftime. 14-10. Still anybody's ball game. We have to show up in the second half. We need to play like we did in the first quarter. Second quarter went their way. Way too much game left. We do kick off to start the second half. And we need a stop here. A third and 7. See if we can get a stop in straight cover 2. We really need Zaquan Bryan to step up in actual gameplay and not just sim. And he does, as he makes a tackle and does it in a different way. What do they do with a 4th and 1 from our 36? I have to imagine they go. They will. Or will they? They've opted to kick. Interesting choice. 53-yard field goal makes it a 1-score game if they hit. We block it! Ball on the ground! Picked up and tackled at the 50-yard line. I don't know why they don't go for that on 4th and 1. Honestly, I feel like it's a lower risk and you don't gain the lead anyway. Or tie the game. Can we capitalize? Red zone alert from their 17. 1st and 10. I want to run the option. We just can't do it. Not frequently, at least. Out of curiosity, what are the carry ratings for Bats and Maples? Is there a chance Maples could come in? No, it's even worse. Wow. That's incredible. I mean, they're backfield creators, but they cannot carry the football. They're insecure with the ball. We're gonna audible out of this. We hit Glenn. He makes a catch. 2nd and 5. His 3rd catch of the game. He has 47 yards. Fame gets a carry. Not going to find too much. Maybe a yard. 3rd and 4. Would have liked to have gotten more there. 3rd and 4. Big 3rd down. Hayes makes a catch. We're going to be short. 4th and 1. It's a 7-point game if we kick this. We have to pick this up. I'm going to flip the play. Ooh, they're going to adjust. We go anyway. We get it. Bats picks it up. We get just enough of a push. Huge first down. First and goal from the Northwestern 7. We're going to try a counter. We get something. A couple yards. 2nd and goal from the 5. They really stack the box now. We get it out there. Give him a chance. No. Sissy can't come down with it. It'll be 3rd and goal. Still at the 5. Give him a chance. It's broken up. Hayes can't come down with it. 4th and goal from the 5. We have to kick now. Really would have liked to have capitalized with a touchdown. But we'll take the gimme kick. It's 17-10. Northwestern is unable to tie the game. It's fourth quarter, 8 minutes to go. 1st and 10 from the Northwestern 12. Let's see what led up to this. We had an interception. Again, John Nestor with an interception, a huge one, and then Lonzo Glenn with an 18-yard gain to get us in this position. Big play from our defense. Motion out of the slot. We're going to give, and this is a disaster. 2nd and 14. Unfortunate results on that one. They did not fall for that at all. 2nd and 14. We're going to get it out there. Defense makes another good play. Our receivers just are not good enough this year to make those plays. We're really lacking the playmaking. But we have Glenn. He'll pick up the first down on 3rd down up to the 1-yard line. Okay. Who is number 95? What is this package? Why can't I see the package? It's hidden. And it's showing number 10. It's showing bats in the backfield. This is insane. We're going to go fullback dive. But we put Pratt into the game as the fullback. And he's going to run it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's big. A lot of time left. But that should make it 24-10 and does. They are going for it on 4th down. From their own 27, it's 4th and 10. This is a must-have for the defense. Motion. We bring pressure. The safety sits back too far. We miss tackles, and they're going to end up having a huge gain to our side of the field to the 30-yard line. My goodness. Another 4th down. 4th and 5. We have to stick in cover 2. Our man coverage is just atrocious. Disguises our coverage. Corner of the end zone. He's out of bounds. We held them. Wow. He did not get a foot in. That was awfully close. They get the ball back as our offense must have gone 3 and out. It's another 4th down. 4th and 4. We're going to stick with our cover 2 defense. Pressure them and move our coverage up a bit here. We get beat off the line of scrimmage and miss another tackle. Coach Cross is losing his mind on the sideline after that one. Or after these consecutively. Another 4th down. 4th and 9. Must have for the defense. We can put them away with a stop. And are you fucking kidding me? Come on, guys. There's no way we're serious. We're not serious. What is that angle? I can't take much more of this team. Absolutely insane. They go for 2 and get it. It is a 6-point effing game. Unbelievable. Just completely insane that we give that up. Counter. Pratt, big gain, 9 yards, timeout Northwestern. We had to have something. That was big. Here we go. 2nd and 1. We've struggled in short down and distances, though, before. This is not a gimme. A gimme. But we'll pick this one up. Pratt secures the ball. 2nd timeout for Northwestern. I mean, we could have had a chance today to get a blowout win, which gives us a bonus. That's certainly not going to happen. But we need to just be happy with a win, because we've not showed up in the past for these ones. Another timeout. That is Northwestern's final timeout. They do have the 2-minute timeout left. That is it. It's 2nd and 6 with 2:21 remaining. We just need to continue getting positive yards. Get a couple blocks. Fame carries it for 3. It'll be 2nd and 3. We'll let the clock wind down and take the 2-minute timeout. What do we do on 3rd and 3? Do we come out in a draw and see what the defense looks like? I mean, I feel like we just have to go get this one through the air. It's there. Hayes catch. That should be the game. We make the catch. We make the throw. This is... Okay. I don't know why I'm not taking a knee. Well, I'll tell you why. We need a blowout win, but I know that's greedy, and I know that's probably the dumbest possible thing I could do with this team. But we just, yeah. We'll run a play here and see what happens. If we don't get anything, we'll just deal it out. I mean, they're not suggesting we kneel it now at this point. I know. Hayes can't make the catch. Now the clock stops. Okay. Yeah, I know. Just nail the ball. What? I did not call timeout. What the? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Dude, I did not call timeout. What just happened? I don't... Just take the delay game. I don't know what is happening.
Delay of game. Offense.
I'm not throwing for content, I swear to God. I'm too competitive for this shit. I couldn't even get myself to do that if I wanted to. This is insane. What the hell? Big hit. All right. They have the ball at 57 seconds. Swear to God. Okay. Big hit from Howard. 2nd and 4. The catch is made. 4 interceptions on the day. Northwestern has thrown. Gray has thrown, I should say. 3rd and 4 as they spike the ball. Catch is made. 1st down. 41 seconds to go. They're going to spike it again. 2nd and 10. 35 seconds left. I can't believe we're actually in a situation where we're... the game was over. Oh, brother. Oh, my God. They're taking a shot. Okay, 3rd and 10. My heart dropped. Why are we not running cover 4 here? Over the middle, catch made. 4th down and 2. Clock runs. 20 seconds left. They have to go. They'll throw. They get it out. 1st down. Tackle made over the middle of the field. 8 seconds left. Clock's running. Clock will, well, no. Clock stops briefly. They will not spike it. 3 seconds. Downfield. Just knock it down. What are we doing? Game over. My God, get me the hell out of here. We win the game. Every game. Something bizarre happens. Fame had 20 carries and got just 55 yards. Pratt 6 for 22 wasn't much better. And Fame had 5 broken tackles. Hayes with 5 for 96 today. Pratt with the touchdown catch. Our defense, again, were the story. 4 interceptions today. Zaquan Bryan and Jaden Harris with the 4th. I mean, we lose this game without those turnovers. We win our first conference game of the season. We should have 2 wins. I mean, we had no chance against UCLA or Penn State, let's be real. But we should have beaten Washington. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. We finally pick up a win, and we have an important week of recruiting. Do we get any commitments as a result of that win? Or does the drama continue for another week? We have a commitment. Brian Mulligan, 4-star running back out of New Orleans, Louisiana. A hidden gem. This is big for our long-term future. We need help at running back. The 2 guys we have right now, DeMarcus Pratt, he's just a freshman, so there's room there. Maponga is getting redshirted. There's potential there, but he is just impact development. But we really needed a long-term piece. Gideon Ogbenaya has committed. The 2nd-rated tight end nationally from Lee's Summit, Missouri, is a Gopher. Without that win, this does not happen. It's so important to win those games with recruits on campus, and this is a prime example of it. We got 1 dose of bad news this week, but we can live with it. We got our running back. We have maybe still 2 more that could commit. Our championship contender has also increased to a C+. Stephen Harper is, well, we're in a recruiting battle with Penn State. Because of that win, we're technically ahead. Now, the issue is, I believe he's going to Penn State soon. If not this week, it's soon. I would probably say they still have the advantage. He was just on campus with us. We didn't get a commitment. We knew we were likely going to be behind the 8 ball. We'll see what happens. Juan Thorne, we've moved back up to number 1. Still 1 for Brian Neese. He's narrowed it down to 5. But Stephen Canty does choose Pittsburgh. We thought this was likely. Unfortunately, we were not able to get him on campus in time to change his mind. With a playing style deal breaker, I guess you never know. We could probably leave him on our board. Maybe he'll flip. We do get a bye week this week. But a big week, a big win leads to 2 big commitments. I mean, we're ahead on Harper. Can we get it done before week 10? Because in all likelihood, if he gets to Penn State week 10 and they win, he likely commits. Glenn Rambo, we're still ahead, but ground is being made here. The problem with Rambo is his visit is the Michigan game. We know that one's a long shot. I mean, we're already going 40 hours. We have the time now, though. We can extend it to 50. So we'll max out. We're doing everything we can for Thorne. He's going to Florida State this week. He did already go to Kansas State, and they didn't make much ground. I don't know if they lost or what happened, but if we can get him here after next week, we have a chance. But again, the problem is we're hosting Michigan for that one. We're back ahead for Theus, or actually we remain ahead. But he's got 4 weeks in a row of visits scheduled. He's going to Michigan State. He's going to Florida State. They're our stiffest competition right now. He's going to Illinois all before he comes here. And we knew extending out to week 12 was a risk. It could hurt us. DeQuente's going to Iowa this week. They might close the gap. They might even get a commitment. We don't see him until next week for the Michigan game. Michigan also in on DeQuente. They are third. That might swing things. Still looking good with Nice. He's narrowed it down to 5. We can get him into town for the Michigan game. Is it worth it? I don't know, because the risk of a loss actually hurts us. There's a competitive visit with Rambo. Obviously, the payoff, if we somehow win that game, would be huge. But is it worth it? That is so tough. I mean, it's just so conservative to say, we just would be better off not scheduling him for a visit at all. I mean, we're so far ahead that I don't think it's going to be devastating if we lose. What about Eberle? Eberle we scheduled, right? Yes. We have Malachi Chick scheduled. And we don't have anybody else in their top 5 right now. But this one could be interesting. When Weil narrows it down to his top 5, we might be fighting with Stanford. But I think we'll be okay here if we just extend his hours. I think we're just going to do it. Sucks that it's 40 hours. But we're going to give Nice 40. We'll do Conference Prestige. And then with 140 hours, we really want to bring in another 4-star. We'll hard sell him too. And we'll leave it at 40. Eberle is looking good with the soft sell. We could sprinkle on a little more time. We'll give him an extra 10. That leaves us with 90. With Droge, it's looking good. I don't see a reason to increase this beyond 10 hours right now. He's still only in his top 8. It would be good, since Chick is down to his top 5, to probably give him a little more time. We could soft sell this for just 20. We want brand exposure, playing time, and proximity to home. Can we align those 3? Close. We can. With Star Search, okay. 20 hours. We're going to have to pick it up with Weil. Let's soft sell. I think that's going to make a much bigger impact. Oh, we can't. He's still top 8. So we'll go 25 hours. We'll increase it. Okay. Maragos with just 5 hours. He's still top 10. It's going to be a little bit here, but we're first. Let's offer him. We haven't even done that yet. We don't get the instant commit, but we do get a little bump in influence. And we can just go up to 10 hours, and it's still better than the 5 we were giving him. Laybourne's at top 8. We got a little bit of ground we have to make here. Can we afford to go 25? Sure. 45 hours left. Wilder, we're up to second. Let's bump him from 5 to 10. 40 hours left. Moffitt, we're in first. We haven't offered yet. Let's do it. No instant commit, but a boost. We'll leave it at 10 hours. I think we're okay. I don't think Rutgers is pushing much for this one. He's certainly not going to commit in a week's time if they do. So with that, we only have 18 targets. That leaves us a little room to add somebody to our prospect list. So I'm going to look through quarterbacks. We need to do something at quarterback. It's dreadful. We really don't want to wait until the transfer portal if we can get something done now. Okay, 3 quarterbacks are added. Isaiah Volk, we looked at him earlier. He's a pocket passer. I don't love that. But he's, as far as these quarterbacks go, he's the 81st rated quarterback. My top one here is Thad Trout. He's the 37th ranked quarterback, and he's a backfield creator. And then we also have Quandre Canada, who's the 35th. He's actually my top. I meant to say Canada, not Trout. He's a pure runner. We're not the top 10 for any of these 3. And Michigan State's offered on Trout, and they're climbing. We're probably going to have competition there. With Volk, I think we can get into the top 8 before he narrows this down. Canada, Northern Illinois has the largest advantage, but nobody's offered yet. So let's see. We have 35 hours to divvy up 3 ways. We could go 10 apiece, and with Canada, we'll go 15. I would like to give them more just to really climb up quick, but I don't think they're getting many hours from anybody right now. So we'll go 10 apiece. Hopefully it's enough. If we can get in the top 10 or top 8, whatever's next, I should say top 8, with at least 2 of these guys, that would be a good start. Looks like Florida State pulled off an upset over Miami. We don't like to see that. We're competing with Florida State for a couple recruits. And Michigan is still kicking ass and taking names as they beat Penn State by double digits. We know how the Penn State game went for us, and we host Michigan next week. Thankfully, though, we're not on the road. If we were on the road for that one, the spread would probably be 40 points. What's the top 25 looking like? I mean, Michigan is by far the top. Well, you can make a case for Auburn. Pittsburgh even gets a number 1 vote. We have USC undefeated. Duke still undefeated. Man, Duke has been crazy good these last 2 years. Oregon's still highly rated overall. They do have a loss, but that's still a sleeper playoff team. And Texas Tech, 7-0. Not as good on paper. We'll see if that holds true once they finish their conference schedule. We have SMU at 8. Bama at 9. UCLA. Texas, Miami, South Carolina, Arizona State, Georgia, Penn State, Boise State, BYU still undefeated, but still ranked 18th. Not getting much respect there. Tennessee's moved into the top 20. North Carolina, Florida, Clemson, Washington, Louisville, and wow, UTSA cracks the top 25 as a 66 overall team. Okay, they beat Rice by 5. Interesting. Well, next week will be interesting. And this will be interesting, too, because we had some of our recruits going to other schools this past week. Did we lose out on anybody? Doesn't look like it. We have some important visits this week. And somehow, even having a bye week, championship contender has moved up to a B-. Hopefully lowering that risk of transfer. So Glenn Rambo's in town this week. It's got a good competitive recruitment right now. Whoa. Wait a sec. We did lose a couple recruits. Juan Thorne does choose Florida State. Really? Playing time is his deal breaker. I mean, we have an A+ for that. We're leaving him on our board. Florida State, if they pull in another corner, if they get Theus, suddenly the playing time deal breaker could be interesting. Niquenti chooses Iowa. So he does go to Iowa for his visit, and unfortunately, he had a good enough time to commit. I thought we had him early on. Sucks to see us lose Thorne. We really could use Theus. We have Nice visiting this week. Eberle has reached his top 3. He's just a 3-star, but we need players. Anything above a 2-star. And Thad Trout has reached his top 8. Are we locked out? We are. So we don't get in on Trout with just the 10 hours. Okay. And Moffitt's reached his top 8. The battle for the Little Brown Jug. It's been a very lopsided rivalry over the years. I mean, this would just be one of the all-time upsets in this rivalry if we could pull this one off. But it'll be a tall order. Down goes number 1. Michigan, it didn't register with me. Hello, they're number 9. They lost to Oregon. We just said, looking at the top 25, Oregon is a sleeper team. They are really, really good on paper. What was the score of that game? And how much did Oregon move all the way up to number 2? 31-13. Like I said, they were sleepers. And Michigan's really good, but maybe they're slight pretenders. However, they did kick Penn State pretty good the week before, but that's a really tough back-to-back. Penn State and then Oregon. I mean, the Big Ten is no joke. Okay, let's check out recruiting before we get into this one. We're still ahead of Penn State. If he gets to week 10, however, and he goes to Penn State, I just cannot imagine we're able to win this one unless Penn State loses that game. I don't know who they play. We might have to look. Rambo's coming to town. This is just, it's rough because if we lose, we might lose this recruitment. With playing style, we can leave Canty on our board. And again, we're leaving Thorne on our board with playing time. You never know. We don't see Theus until week 12. It's going to be tough to win that one. He goes to 2 schools first, but never know. Playing style, again, we'll leave Niquenti on our board. Nice is coming to town this week. We do have 150 hours. We're going to max this one out now. Huge commitment with Agbanaya. Eberle with 30 hours. Won't be coming until week 12. Kentucky trying to make a little push. I think we're okay. We're not going to panic. Droge has reached his top 5. Do we have any room left for visit? I don't think we do. We don't. We know enough that we could hard sell him. Do we align with his interests? We have an A+, a C-, and a C-. It's good enough. We'll hard sell. It'll have to be status seeker. Chick, we're soft selling. I think we're okay there. While we are still a top 8. Do we send the house? Do we just give him an extra 10? I think we can just give him 10 more hours. We're not going to send the house on Weil, but Maragos were looking good. Still just top 10. Let's bump that up a little bit. I do want to sprinkle some more hours to those quarterbacks, though. Laybourne, we're making a lot of ground. 25 hours is probably enough. Still not going to offer a scholarship at this point. Wilder, with just 10 hours, we're doing okay. We can offer him now. That'll give us a little boost. Moffitt, I think we're okay with 10. Volk, we're all the way up to 3rd for Isaiah Volk. That's big. Okay, so with just 10 hours, it paid off. But let's keep pushing. We'll go 25 this week. I mean, Trout, we're locked out. We can remove him. We could go find another player and maybe even another quarterback. We didn't get into the top 8 yet with Canada, so we have to step this up if we want a chance. We have the hours. Let's just go ahead and full send. I like the archetype. We're going to full send the house. Let's see what happens. 30 hours left. Let's go see what we can find. One more quarterback for our board, Adrian Smoker. I mean, great name. He is a JUCO sophomore, but backfield creator, 3-star. We need quarterbacks. We just need people in the room. Our current quarterback room is just terrible. We're going to go 25 hours, try to get into the top 8. This way we can give Volk a bit more, or one of these players that we're only going 10. Let's give Wilder the last 5. Okay. Huge game. I mean, recruiting implications. We know it's a long shot. I don't know how we get it done. I really don't. If we even can. Can we? Or is our offense remotely good enough? The only thing I can say is we're at home. And when you're playing at home, you always want to give yourself a chance. We're going blue pants for Michigan. You know, the white pants that Michigan wears are great because of the stripe. I don't know why they didn't follow suit with the blue and the maize. Just leaving aura on the table. Here we go. Can we find a way? Is there any way we knock off a top 10 team? My money is on the first alert is a 3rd down alert. Oh, but it's for on offense. Oh my God, I was wrong. I thought we'd have to make a stop. Okay, 3rd and what? 3rd and 10 from their 44. Come on. I mean, we got the ball on their side of the field. That's something. We don't... The catch is made on the deflection from Sissy. It was not intended to go to him. 4th and 3 from their 37. We're not punting from here. Are you kidding me? Absolutely no way we punt this ball. One block. We've got the first down. Fame. First down into Michigan territory. Well, we're already in Michigan territory. Nearing their red zone. From their 32. I am so terrified that I just convinced myself to do this. We're going to run a read option. We're going to give, though. Pratt, up the middle. Maybe a yard. We do manage to get 1. A 7-0 lead in a game like this, though it wouldn't determine the outcome by any means, would be so huge in our efforts. Goes such a long way. Walsh has room on the catch, and he's up to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. We're finding space right now within their coverage. End zone! Touchdown, Glenn! Gophers up 6-0 at home over number 9, Michigan. So you're telling me there's a chance. Good drive for the Gophers. Bats. Hey, let's go. 7-0. We have a big 3rd down and 9 opportunity to get a stop. This could be a big play. Bryce Underwood at quarterback. A Heisman candidate. And he will not be able to complete the pass. The ball goes into the ground as the pressure gets there. They settle for 3. We have to punt, though. Another big 3rd down for Michigan. 3rd and 7. Need to keep a spy on Underwood. They'll give. Tackle's made. And he picks up the 1st down. Does Justice Hayes. And they are up to the 18. First and 10. 7-3. They'll give. Tackles made in the backfield. A loss of 4. Wow, Hayes with 82 yards already and 14 carries. 2nd and 14. And Underwood's a big dude. Another give. Another tackle for loss. Harris meets him. It's 3rd and 14. Jaden Harris. Huge 3rd down. Throw corner of the end zone. Broken up. 4th and 14. Underwood just 2 for 7. The field goal's blocked. The Gophers recover. 1st and 10 from our 28. Can David take down Goliath? After something like that, we got to play this, right? We got to play this drive. We have to. At our own 28, we take over. Unbelievable. Room up the middle. Fame over the 40-yard line up to the 43. 1st and 10. He's up to 17 yards from probably just that one carry. Another get. Fame's got another hole. He's got a blocker. He's across midfield to the Michigan 40. And on 2 carries, we go from our 28 to their 40-yard line. Who is this offensive line? Counter? And we don't block the backside or we have another hole. Second and 9. We're going to give on the RPO. No gain on that one. That was Fame again. Couldn't find any room. 3rd and 9. A big 3rd down. If we can get most of this, we could consider going for it from this part of the field. Bat's going to try to do it with his legs. He's got a block. He gets out of bounds for the 1st down at the 27-yard line. And will extend the drive. Pratt checks into the game. He's going to get the carry, but we don't secure the A-gap, and we'll get tackled for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. 6 minutes to go. 2nd quarter. 7-3 Gophers. Without having an accelerated clock on playing these drives really makes the game extend. Bat's going to step up again. He slides another 1st down at the 15-yard line. I am going to chew clock just for the sake of running some time off the clock. 1st and 10 from their 15. We'll draw. And by the way, I mean running time off. Not like we're going to try to end the game right now. Just this, we don't want to have so many plays in this game and to give Michigan that many more opportunities to regain the lead. We're going to give on 2nd and 10. Pratt can't quite get through there. 2nd and 6, or 3rd and 6, we had a chance there. The line did a good job, but we're just letting these linebackers get through gaps. Otherwise, we'd have really potential big gains. 3rd and 6. We've got Johnson over the middle. Get the first down. He does. 1st and goal to the 4. Bats is looking good today. He's going to keep it. They recover well, and they cover up the read option. We're just fortunate he didn't drop the ball. 2nd and goal from the 8. We'll lose a couple yards. Over the middle. Johnson, end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. (13-3). Wow. What in the world is that dance? Gerard Bats. 14-3. We got the ball back in another stop. They're going for it on 4th down from our 18-yard line. Well, they're going to kick. 7:46. We're in the 3rd quarter. 7:46 left. Blocked a field goal earlier. Not this time. Kick is good. 14-6 makes it a 1-score game. Take care of the ball. Red zone alert. How did we get here? So we punted. We must have went 3 and out. We punted. Zaquan Bryan recovered a fumble. Returned at 32 yards. Bats hit Sissy for 11. And we have a 1st and 10 from their 18-yard line. Big drive. Extend this to 2 possessions. We get another good hole up the middle. Fame. A carry for 7. 2nd and 3. We look like a completely different team today. Our offensive line is really opening up holes. But we're just not getting to the linebackers consistently. 3rd and 3. 11-yard line. End zone. Diving catch. Dropped. What do we do on 4th and 3? We have to make it a 2-score game. We have to. That's a good ball from Bats. You just got to find a way to catch that, man. Had it in his hands. This is a tough kick, though. Left hash. But we knock it through. Mount knocks it through. 17-6 Gophers. We score. And a red zone alert. How did we score? A 14-yard carry here from Pratt. Bats hits Glenn for 23 yards. To end the 3rd quarter, what happened here? Gerard Bats hits Danielle Hayes for a 27-yard touchdown. So they kicked a field goal. Wow. Underwood is struggling. Man, sack. Thrown away. Sack. They punt. 14-yard carry from Pratt. We throw it away. And then we hit Glenn for 23. This is incredible. This is incredible. 24-9. 8:23 left. We're at their 4-yard line. We need to chew some clock. This, if we can finish this drive, this might really happen. Get it. Oh, we pump fake. Ball's on the ground. Oh my God. I didn't mean to pump fake. I tried to throw that thing right away. I hit it twice. That could have been A devastating turnover. Get it out. We just get it out. 3rd and goal from the 11. I mean, okay. It's a 15-point game. A field goal makes it 18. It makes it a 3-score game. We have to be smart. We'd like a touchdown, but we have to be smart with the ball. We're going to swing it. Pratt. He falls forward. I mean, we're up to the 4. Now, this kick is from the left hash. I don't love this kick. It's only 21 yards. This is a tough angle. We're going to line up and see what they come out in. I don't think we run a play here, but... we're doing it. Johnson makes the catch, but he falls down at the 1. We got to play this down. I know that's going to seem really stupid now because we could have made it a 3-score game, but my God. I mean, we had the personnel. You just need to fall forward, my man. Okay. Huge down. They're going to run it. They pitch it. The hole is there, and we miss the tackle. And then we miss another. Somebody make the tackle. Oh, my God. 231 yards today for Hayes. Absolute worst case scenario. A pitch play from there. They score. It's 24-16. They have the ball. Oh, my God. Us not taking the points. The coaching decisions by Cross have to be questioned. 24-16. Smoke screen. I mean, we're playing to win the damn game. We're a yard short of... I don't know. I don't know. Call me crazy, I guess. But 2:35 left. They give on the RPO. We make a... bring him down. First down for Hayes. 260 yards is nuts. $260 yards rushing today. They give again. We get him in the backfield. 2nd and 11. Men's with a huge play. They'll throw. Check down. Tackle made. Gang tackle. 3rd and 5. What a big play. 3rd and 5. 2-minute timeout, likely. Yes. 2-minute timeout. 8-point game. 3rd and 5. Do we blitz? He'll throw. They get it out. It's in the air. It's hooking up. 4th and 5. That ball was in the air forever. 4th and 5. Game on the line. They'll throw. They check it down. First down. Of course, it's Hayes. Haynes. That's his 5th catch, too, along with his 260 yards rushing. 1st and 10 from our 39. Minute 51 left. They still have 2 timeouts. Plenty of time for Michigan here. They're in no hurry. They'll run. No, he'll keep it. It's a read option. And he's got a hole. First down. Up to our 25. Big play from Underwood. He's going to throw. Blitz gets to him. Sacked. 2nd and 16. Clock running. Minute 25. under pressure. Batted down. 3rd and 16. Underwood with a wild throw. 3rd and 16. Throw to the end zone. Knockdown. 4th and 16. Game on the line. Intercepted by Nestor. The Gophers are gonna get it done. The battle for the Little Brown Jug. Recruits in-house in a game we thought we had absolutely no chance to win. My goodness. Chew clock. They do have 2 timeouts. Minute 5 to go. Just need to hold on to the ball. Fame with the carry. He'll get a couple. Timeout Michigan. Minute 2 left. Unbelievable. Unbelievable game. 2nd and 7. Another give to Fame. He's got room up the middle. First down, wins it. It'll be 3rd and 1. He picks up 6. 3rd and 1. And that may do it. We take a knee. It's 4th and 1. There will be about 16 seconds left when we snap this ball. Do we punt? Do we try to pick up the first down and win the game? $30 seconds left. We may... Do we dare call timeout? We're going to run it. We've had luck all day. Or success. Fame, stop short. Michigan gets the ball. 16 seconds left. I mean, we've ran the ball well enough. I couldn't justify running a sneak there. It wasn't 4th and inches. Michigan has a chance. 16 seconds. I called game earlier. It was too early. They're gonna have a chance to get the end zone, but the clock will run. They'll spike the ball. 7 seconds left. This throw is sure to go to the end zone. 2nd and 10. They'll throw it early. Tackle's made. Clock stops for the time being. 1 second on the clock. Clock will start. Game over. The Gophers have done it. We've upset number 9 Michigan. We've won the Little Brown Jug. We may have won some recruits. Unbelievable. The ups and downs of this season are incredible. Justice Haynes, in spite of the loss, has 259 yards rushing today. I tell you who does not deserve to be in the Heisman conversation any longer? Bryce Underwood. I'm sorry. He had an awful game. I can't believe we just got that done. My throat hurts. My palms are sweating. I'm dehydrated. I cannot believe we won that game. We actually put up 300 yards of offense. Of course, Michigan outgained us 432. Most of that on the ground. That's crazy. We can't look at both teams anymore. Bryce Underwood goes 14 of 26 with an interception and just 158 yards. How about Justice Haynes? My goodness, 259 yards, 8 broken tackles, averaged 7.8 per carry. No wonder why he had so many attempts. And for the Gophers, Gerard Bates, 15 of 30. Hey, he's right at that 50% mark. He loves it. 3 touchdowns. No interceptions. What a game for fame. 18 for 77, no touchdowns. 4.2 yards per carry average. Pratt with 6 for 36. I mean, we just look like such a different team. Where has this been? Lonzo Glenn, 5 for 66. Julian Johnson, 3 for 18, a touchdown. Danielle Hayes, his one and only catch was a massive one. 27-yard touchdown. Reese Tripp with 6 pancakes today? Who's hungry? How about John Nestor with that interception? He sealed that game. I mean, I know they got the ball back again, but that was huge. Now, should we have punted on the 4th down with 16 seconds? Probably. I mean, hindsight would say. But we ran the ball well today, and we pick up that first down. The game is instantly over. Get the win. I can't believe we got the win. I can't believe we won. We moved to 5-3 on the season, 2-3 in the Big Ten. Michigan drops their 2nd straight game after a red-hot start and after clobbering Penn State 2 weeks prior. That just, man, winning that Washington game really would have gone a long way. But we have upset Michigan, and we are in possession of the Little Brown Jug. The legend of the Little Brown Jug dates back to 1903 when the Michigan traveled to Minnesota, and the Wolverine coach brought a 5-gallon jug of water out of fears his rival tampering with the team's water supply. Wow, who the hell edited and wrote this paragraph? Gopher fans rushed the field to celebrate a 6-6 tie, and the jug was forgotten in the chaos until 1909 when both schools decided to award the jug to the winner of that year's game. We own the jug now. Okay, why? I don't know why there's... I suppose Rivalries has all of them listed. What does this do for recruiting? I didn't expect us to win. We might actually win a couple of these recruiting battles because of this victory. It's just huge. Huge that we got this win. We'll find out. This is where we're going to leave this episode. All right. Nobody commits after that? And Stephen Harper commits to Penn State. Unbelievable. I mean, we knew they were the favorites, but I thought beating Michigan would give us a bit more of a chance. But championship contender, importantly, moves up to a B. We have no players at risk right now of transferring because of that deal breaker. That's huge. I'd hate to lose Lonzo Glenn, but I don't know how we're going to increase our brand exposure. What are some other updates? Rambo's reached his top 3. We're in really good shape after having him on campus and winning that game. Brian Neese also sitting well with that win. Clemson is now offered, but they're not giving him any hours, it would appear. Antonio Weil has reached his top 5. Tony Maragos has reached his top 8. Roy Wilder's reached his top 8. Isaiah Volk has reached his top 8. We have moved up to number 1, ahead of Iowa. We haven't offered yet, but we can now. And then again, Stephen Harper does choose Penn State. Man, we were close. I mean, the only other thing I could say is, I guess, had we beaten Penn State, maybe this would be the other way around. But, I mean, if you told me at the beginning of the season, hey, if you could beat one of Michigan or Penn State, I'd be happy with that. Maybe it should have been Penn State instead of Michigan as far as that goes, but right now Michigan was ranked higher. So we have Purdue this week. We have a chance to win 2 in a row in conference. We're 13th right now within the Big Ten. We have some points to use for our coaching staff as well. But we're going to enter recruiting. So Glenn Rambo, we're on the precipice of getting a commitment. I'm surprised he didn't commit, given that he was on campus for such a big game like that, but we have a really nice lead now. The problem still remains that he's likely going to go to SMU week 11. But there's nothing else we can do right now. We're hard selling. We have 10 hours on top of that, so we're maxed out. Need to move Canty down to the bottom of our board. The good news here, too, Theus. We hold on as the lead dogs right now, but he's still going to Florida State. It really helped, however, that we got that win. Can we somehow extend this and get him here week 12? It's just really going to be tough. I hate that he's going to Florida State before he's coming here. Maybe, I mean, now, obviously, hindsight, we should have scheduled him for Michigan. If we did, I think he would have committed. And now it really depends on how that Florida State visit goes. Nice, we get a huge plus with the win. He was on campus. We're maxed out there. I mean, there's nothing else we can do. Eberly, we haven't had on campus yet. We're soft selling. We only have 50 hours to spend, so I'm going to throw him a bone with another 5, but I'm not going to hard sell yet. Well, you know what? Okay, so if we're going to go 35 hours, we could just as well. Didn't think of that. Oh my god, I almost removed him. That would not have been good. So we're going to remove this, and we'll give him the 40 hours with a hard sell. Already hard selling on Droge. We can't schedule any more visits. We've maxed out. So we'll sit tight here. Wiles reaches top 5, but again, we can't bring any more recruits on campus. So we'll either soft sell or hard sell. I'm leaning towards hard selling just because Stanford is ratcheting their recruitment up a little bit. Maragos has reached his top 8. And we moved up to number 1. We're going to offer now. Should help us boost that up a little more. We're going to leave it at 25 otherwise. Wilder, we're only at 15. Still the only school that's offered. We're going to leave that alone. Texas A&M's making a push for Moses Moffitt. We would probably be well served to increase our recruitment as well. Let's go 25. We only have 5 left now. Volk, we moved up to number 1. We're going to offer a scholarship. Hope that's enough. If we leave it at 25, he's not narrowed it down to 10 yet. We are up to 3rd for Canada, so we're safe here. We sent the house and it worked. Smoker, we went 25. We're still on the outside looking in. Maybe we need to go up to send the house like we did with Canada, but I feel pretty good about us being in the top 3 of both of these. Let's stand pat. Let's see how this shakes out this week. All right, our 12 points to spend. And I think, do we actually have enough? With 12, can we upgrade anything? What about with Tactician? Okay, we could start to work on this one. It's going to give us boosts. We need all the quarterback boosts we can get. I think we'll do it. Throw on the run, change of direction. We'll spend our 12 points there. Anything to give our quarterbacks a slight boost. I hope you join us for the next one. In the meantime, take care.